People, welcome back to the channel. We're right here again, and we'll be talking about what transpired on the third day, the penultimate day of the Jamaica Senior and Junior National Championship, and some interesting things took place. First of all, please remember, people, like, share and subscribe. But before we get into the details, we'll be going live later on, so please join us on that live. Now, when you look at the 800 meter, Kelly and Beckford from MVP. Hey, when they don't play with the MVP, you know, the MVP in a ramp, you know. Yo, MVP in a ramp, man. Kelly and Beckford, 2 minutes, you know, and she won the national title ahead of Tokoyo goal. So that's a big win there for Kelly and Beckford. Also, we have to big up to Tyrese Taylor, 1:45.26, for winning the men's 800 meter ahead of national record holder Navaski Anderson. And a matter of fact, he did that in a time just under his personal best. So you have a big up to Tyrese Taylor. The youth there has been doing well, you know. He has been doing well. He moved from Enid Bennett, formerly Bogwalk High, to Very Technical, and then he moved to the States. He's now at Arkansas, and he has been doing well. But you know, one athlete I've been asking about, Rivaldo Marshall. I'm wondering, why didn't Rivaldo Marshall, you know, show up for the 800 meters, you know? So that is something that I really don't understand what transpired there. But big up to Tyrese Taylor, national champion. He said he was a little bit disappointed, you know, for not getting that qualifying standard, so he has to go back to the drawing board and try as best as possible to reach to that standard. The standard is 1:44.50, so that is just outside of a second of what he did. Now, when you look at the 400 meter hurdles, that was exciting, my people. Yeah, man. Yo, Rochelle Clayton roared back to the top. Rochelle Clayton roared back to the top. You know, I mean, in my prediction, I had Anjanette Knight winning. Yeah, I had Anjanette Knight winning. I had Rochelle Clayton to make the team, and also had Cheyenne Salmon to make the team. And for me, why I had Anjanette, because she came into the event with the fastest time, the fastest Jamaican over the distance. But again, I think it's some sort of execution. She didn't, you know, have that perfect race, or that race that she wanted to do to be on top. But nevertheless, she qualified for the team. We have to congratulate Rochelle Clayton for making the team. That's a big feat there for Rochelle. Cheyenne Salmon as well, they're going back to the another world game representing Team Jamaica. On the men's side, 2 Titans international athletes making the team. Yeah, man. Asina Wilson, Malik James King. He was the national champion last year, but he came third this year. Asina Wilson was second, and Roshan Clark, of course, coming back from injury, did an excellent job. Big up to Roshan Clark. Big up to all the athletes. And you know, the fact of the matter is, people, all those three athletes on the male side and the 3 on the female side all made the world championship qualifying time. So they don't have to think about going to a meet, you know, to try and, you know, make the standard. That has already been done, and we rate that, and we know, say, yo, they are gonna go into their competition. They probably have some more meets coming up, but they still have things to work on in terms of their race. I hear people talking about only one chance now, but at the same time, once you're in a hurdle race, you know, you give yourself a chance. You give yourself a chance. Now, when you look at the female 100 meter hurdles, yo, me I tell you now, Megan Tapper, on a lookout for Megan Tapper. Megan Tapper flew out of the blocks. I am putting my head to the wall and say Megan gonna make the team. Yeah, man, Megan gonna make the team, man. Akira Nugent looks smooth as well. On the male side, it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna go down to the wire. Remember last year how close that one was? How it took minutes for them to decide who actually was on top, who was second, or who was third. Yo, this one is going to be, I believe it can be the same, because listen, these athletes are firing. Tyler Mason look good. Jerome Campbell look good. Prince look good. Parchment is right there as well. Rashid Broadbell. Anybody's game. Any game can play in this one. You get to me, so we have to big up to the athletes for putting in such a very good performance. On the 200 side of things, people are scared about Bryan Levell, you know. But Bryan Levell came back out in the prelims and he did what he had to do. Semi-finals, he looked cruising as well. Chris Taylor. Yo, when Chris Taylor 400 meter strength chip in, you know, at the latter part of the race, you know, on a know say Chris mean business, you know. So my concern though is how fast Chris can go today to actually, you know, make that qualifying standard. If not, he probably has to get some races on the circuit or wherever so that he can get that standard. And it's sometimes very difficult, you know, to be motivated, especially you're looking at the wind reading, you look at the competition you're going up against. So I would suspect that he wants to actually make that standard right away. You get what I say? And that would be good if he makes a standard right away, because he doesn't have to worry about, you know, certain things. But for one thing I know though, Chris really needs more races. You see, the more he runs, the more he improves, the better he's becoming. So that is also a good look. And it's gonna be a showdown between himself and Bryan Levell. Yeah man, Chris and Levell are gonna step. And I mean, I was expecting a Javari Thomas, but he didn't qualify. But when you look at the youth from what's his name, Adrian Carr, he seems to be stepping, and he seems to want to be amongst the persons to, you know, qualify. Even Taekwondo Tracy is making persons know that he's there and he wants to make this team. Yeah man, Taekwondo Tracy want to make the team, and him a push, and he looks good. So this is going to be a dog fight to the end as well. Chris is the fastest going into the finals. Let's see what will happen, because this, you see that turn and the transition of the turn, and you're able to hold your form. It's a stronger athlete. You have to be fast off the curve, you know. But me, I tell you have to be able to maintain that speed that you build up off of the turn. So let's see how let's see how Levell, let's see what shape Levell will come in and put together a nice race. We have to big up Romaine Beckford, national high jump champion. Big up Romaine Beckford. We also have to big up Danielle Thomas Dodd. She won the shot put. We have to big up Ransford Mullins. He won the discus. So yeah man, we have to big up the field athletes them man. One thing people are worried about right now is Tajay Gale. Why wasn't he at the national championship? We don't know yet why he wasn't there, but of course, you know, we'll try as best as possible to gather that information so the fans can know what is happening. So I want to think about this. I want to think about the showdown later. Yeah. On the hurdles side, I want to think about Chris in the 200. The 200 on the female side is kind of wide open for me. Yeah, kind of wide open. It's anybody's game. Anybody wants, they're going to take it. So let us see. Like I said before, we'll be live. So check it out. Until next time, people, stay safe. Big up on yourself.